Welcome to Play to Win, where we play to win. I'm Dylan.
And I'm Cam. This week we're joined by author Andrew Katz for some cEDH.
Hi everyone, I'm Andrew Katz. I am the author of The Vampire Gideon Suicide Hotline and Halfway House for Orphan Girls, which is available everywhere books are sold. And March 11th, my new book comes out. My therapist says this grief journal is a good idea. Both are available from Lanternfish Press. You can pre-order. My therapist says this grief journal is a good idea. You can find me at @AKatzAuthor on Instagram. I post on there sometimes.
This video is brought to you in part by Dragon Shield. Use code PLAYTOWIN5 at the affiliate link down below for 5% off to help support the show.
And check us out on Patreon to support us directly and get awesome extra perks like access to the monthly update video that Dylan just posted.
So we have Brandon on TYMNA THRASIOS. I'm playing our patron Spangler's INALLA list, Demir Doomsday INALLA. Cam is on our patron Reactives Tassiger list, Goldblum's Sensual Sultai Spectacle, delve into these abs, and Andrew's on LAGRELLA Blinking Pie. Begin! Good luck, have fun. Brandon, take us away.
All right, draw turn. I'm gonna play this Bayou. I'm gonna tap it for Noble Hierarch. And so go.
I'll draw a card, Scalding Tarn pass.
I will draw Tapped Breeding Pool to really show everyone what I'm worth, and I'll pass.
Dylan's going to Surveil. I would just like everyone to be on guard. I will play an Arid Mesa. Crack it, going to 39. I'm going to get a Savannah Carpet. Cam, you have an island. I will target you blue mana. You said blue mana for a Mana Vault. I will then cast a Lotus Petal. I will crack the Lotus Petal and tap this Mana Vault for the One Ring. I pass.
That's got to be one of the best starts that we've seen in a second.
That's wild. A turn one ring on top of a bunch of other mana for turn 2.
Yeah, and Carpet of Flower is a card that we don't see that much very often anymore, but when it does stuff like this, just like 1 mana to make 1 mana basically right away, that's a rate that we don't have. That's the best. Nothing else does that. Things do better, Soul Ring, you know what I mean?
But like a hasty mana dork is so hard to come by.
Untap in upkeep. I'm gonna tap for a white. I'm gonna cast Enlightened Tutor. I'm gonna find this Ristic Study. Draw this Ristic Study and play a Bloodstained Mire. I'm going to crack Bloodstained Mire, go down to 39 to find an Underground Sea. I'm going to tap the Bayou for that Soul Ring, and then Ristic. If Ristic's good, I'm going to say go.
I will fetch in your end. 39. I'll find Undercity Sewers. I'll get a Surveil. I'm going to bin this Talisman of Dominance. Untap. I'll draw. Here's Sunken Ruins and an Arcane Signet.
Ristic.
You can draw.
Tap the One Ring, draw. Got it.
I'll pass turn.
I will get a draw.
Not getting out Ristic Studied.
Here's Flooded Strand that I'll crack for 39. We found Underground Sea, and then I'll cast a Felwar Stone.
Ristic.
Take it away.
Draw.
After that, I am passing.
I will untap. I will take 1 from the Mana Vault and 1 from the Ring. Oh, I'm losing so hard right now.
You have less life. You're in last place.
I will pay a green for a Delighted Halfling. I should have, before that, I targeted Cam to make 2 carpet mana, 2 blue mana, so that I could pay for Ristic.
We all heard that. You heard that.
Yeah, I clearly remember that.
Andrew did that right, in the right order.
Then I will play a Cradle, 1 green for an Altar of the Brood, and I will pay for Ristic with my other floating carpet mana.
Normally a combo piece.
I'll pay 2 life, go down to 37. And
No, I think it's a value Altar of the Brood.
Whoa, I agree with Cam.
Yeah, something, LAGRELLA blinks, and then you can mull everyone out.
I don't know the line exactly, but it's something, yeah, LAGRELLA blank.
It's always a combo
Maybe
piece.
with Felidar Guardian or Preston or some 4-mana creature.
That makes sense.
I will tap the Ring to draw 2. Yes, Altar is misstepped. With that, I shall pass turn.
all right, I'm gonna play Command Tower as my land for turn. Yeah, I'll cast TYMNA. I have a colorless floating. I'll cast Thras. I'll let my mana go. Go ahead.
Untap, upkeep, draw card, Urborg, Tomb of Yawgmoth, Swamps for everyone. I'll cast Necropotence.
Oh, scared. I'm scared. I pass.
Ristic?
I pass priority. Pass.
You can draw from Ristic.
I pass.
I will pay a mere 6 life and go to 33. Coward. Go to my end step and pick him up. I'll sculpt a 7 here. I will discard to exile this Lively Dirge and a fucking Dark Slick Shores with 3 lands out. Go ahead.
Lively Dirge.
Lively Dirge.
That card's sick. 5
It's
mana,
good.
tutor anything from your deck into play. Here is Watery Grave untapped. 37, please. I'm going to pay 4 mana for the One Ring, and I'll trade my Elvish Spirit Guide for the Ristic Study card. I'm just going to pass right now with protection.
I will untap. I will take 2 from the Ring and 1 from Mana Vault, going to 34. Draw for turn. Sea of Clouds as land for turn. Cam, do you have 3 islands?
Yeah, because it's all I've been drawing is just lands that are islands.
Carpet will make 3 blue.
He shouldn't be able to target me, right? Because I have protection.
Oh!
Did I just realize that right now?
I think that is, yeah, protection. Yeah, carpet is a target. Whoops.
I'll use one of it. Cast a Gilded Drake.
Ristic.
Okay. TYMNA, please. Love me a TYMNA. I'm going to tap the One Ring because I'm a dirty main phaser, and I will draw these 3 cards.
Mine feels way less good than yours does.
Turn 1 One Ring is so much different than turn 3 One Ring.
Yeah.
I will tap Cradle for 2 and use this remaining blue for a Ristic study.
Oh my god.
Ristic.
I will pay for Ristic. I will move to combat. Dylan, no blockers? And a Necro? 1, please.
I'll take it. Go to 32.
On second main, pay a life to TYMNA and draw another card. Drawing cards feels awesome. And I will pass with 6 in hand.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw. Play a scrub land as my land for turn. Or a ranger captain.
Oh, brother. This guy stinks.
I'll pay for the Ristic.
I could potentially help with a non-creature, but not with this. Pass.
I'll draw a card.
I'm not trying to win with it. We have to worry about Dylan.
I can give you a guarantee I am not going for win on my turn. Because of the Ranger Captain. I can't win through a That's why.
Yeah,
I can't win through a Ranger Captain, I don't think. I mean, I could, but it's be very difficult.
How? Yeah, that sounds hard. I will pass on the Ranger Captain.
I pass on Ranger Captain.
I'll search for ranger captain. Mockingbird to hand. I'm going to cast Mockingbird. X equals 1, and I will pay for the Ristic. 2 total mana spent on the Mockingbird. I'm going to have it enter as a copy of Gilded Drake.
What?
Take TYMNA.
Yeah.
Don't worry, your Gilded Drake flies. I will go to combat. Andrew, I'm going to swing Gilded Drake at you. Thras at Dill.
Take 1, go to 31.
Yeah, I'll take the 3.
I'll go to second main to pay the 2 life down to 35 and draw 2.
You got it.
And I will ship turn.
Untap, upkeep, no draw. Cast Mystic Remora.
Ristic.
You can draw.
Both of us?
Both of you. Play a Peat Bog. My only 2 lands that I found were tap lands. Wasn't that funny? I'm going to cast Toxic Deluge, paying 3 life.
F6. Fastest ever.
Ristic.
You can draw.
Andrew, hit the F6 button, please.
Yeah, oh yeah, I'm straight up fine with this. Go.
Brandon?
I'll pack the negation.
Pact Negation. Oh, scary. May I
Yeah,
draw?
I'm not paying for nothing.
Okay. Yep, that's fine. Let's cast this Lotus Petal. Ristics, you can draw. Make you guys fight each other. I really wish that Toxic would have resolved, obviously, because of the Ranger, and Brandon feels so far ahead, so just limiting some of the card draw that he has would have been great. I also should have played the Lotus Petal before the Toxic Deluge, because even though it would have given Ristic Study, that was my thought. I don't want to give you 2 extra draws ahead of time, but if Brandon does decide to instead just sacrifice the Ranger Captain, then I can't cast the Lotus Petal, and I think that would also be bad. I want access to the mana. That was just a little bit of sequencing that, like, even though he didn't do that, he might have done that. I don't know.
Oh, I think your Necro too matters a lot too. You want to get cards out, so no matter what, you're playing this. So I think just making sure that it would have resolved first would have made sure you would have gotten another replacement card with Necro.
And then Necro, I'm going to spend another small-ish amount of life because of all the creatures. Death is imminent. I don't really know what the right answer is. 5. I'm going to pay 5 life. Go to 23. Go to my end step and pick them up. Get rid of this Persist and Verdant Catacombs, and then pass my turn.
All right, well, I'll take 1 on my upkeep going to 36. And then I'll draw for my turn. I think this is a scenario I just want more info, so I'm going to draw 2 with the One Ring. Morphic Pool as my land. Finally, a non-island. Pollywog Prodigy. Ristic Study players may draw. Lose 2, going to 34 to put a Birthing Pod on the stack. I'll be tapped out after this. Just for the record, I will be tapped out after this.
You paying for the Ristics?
No, you can draw. Everyone draws.
Me too. I'll draw.
Cards. Yep, you got it. And now there's a Birthing Pod.
I pass on pod.
I'll pass and pod.
Man, this puts us all in a squeeze here. No, I have to pass, right? Because they just drew 1,000 cards, and you're not winning now, but you're gonna win next turn.
I'm out of mana.
Yeah, I'm passing.
And
Yep.
yeah, and I'll pass. Okay, cool. Yeah.
I will untap. I will take 3 from the ring and 1 for Mana Vault, going to 26. It's so weird with this many cards to feel like I'm not in a great spot.
Is it the Ranger Captain of Eos? That looks
Yeah.
really scary.
I have a pack turn. How scary can it be?
Because I know you play Valley Floodcaller and Born Upon the Wind.
How scary could it be?
That was so comforting, Brandon.
Carpet mana.
I assume you're targeting me with the Carpet of Flowers.
Yes, for 3 blue. Cast a fish, paying for Ristic Study. My 1 blue will fizzle.
And then I'll draw from Mystic Remora.
I will move to discard. Scalding Tarn, Marsh Flats, Ancient Tomb, Karmic Guide. I will pass turn.
Untap. Upkeep. Pack trigger. I'll pay 5 mana into my pack trigger.
Oh, I feel way less scared.
I'll drop turn. Play a Scalding Tarn as a land for turn. I will cast Mox Amber.
No way. Polywog Prodigy triggers.
All
Mr.
3 of my
Trigger.
opponents will be allowed to draw a card.
Mystic
nice.
and Ristic.
4 triggers, 4 draws that one spell caused. Is it worth it?
Yeah, I'm gonna move to discard. Discard Elvish Mystic and Delighted Hat.
Untap, upkeep, Mystic Remora. I'll pay. No draw. Ancient Tomb is my land for turn. I'll make 2 black mana with the Peat Bog. 3. I'll exile a Simian Spirit Guide for red mana. Whatever. I'll cast this Beseech the Mirror. I'll bargain by sacrificing this Arcane Signet.
Ristic.
You can draw.
Ristic and Mystic.
Yep, go ahead.
Bargain's good by me.
I'm going to tap the One Ring and draw 4.
You got it.
I pass on Beseech.
Dylan, what are you getting?
That depends. I mean, if you show me a counterspell, I can get not a win. I'm kind of happy to get Ristic Study if you can confidently tell me you'll counterspell. It's my bargain otherwise.
I'm gonna sacrifice my Ranger Captain to Bios.
Second Ranger Captain. Oh, okay. So I'm getting a creature.
I'm gonna crack my Scalding Tarn. Go down to 34. Playing this Trop. I'm gonna cast Chord of Calling. X equals 3.
Oh, God.
I won't pay for the Ristic. You can have the Ristic draw.
What about the Mystic?
Yeah, you were always getting that.
An absolute nightmare you've done to me.
I wanted to save this for the birthing pod, but it's just like double value here, right?
So now I have to talk, I think. I am going to pass on it. I'm going to show you this Otawara, though, and I'm going to try to bounce the Oppo if that's what you get.
Okay.
I'll give you that piece of the equation, but I'm passing on Cord.
I will pass on Cord.
If you get something else, obviously, I will not bounce that
I
Otawara.
figured. All right. Well, with that knowledge, I am fine getting this Valley Flood color.
Beseech?
Pass.
I'm going to find Orcish Bowmaster and cast it.
There's a couple of Ristics.
Can you guys tell me how many cards are in your hands?
I have 7.
17.
With the Urborg, I'm going to pay for Andrew your Ristic, but Brandon, not yours. Enters trigger, I will target the Noble Hierarch.
Poor guy.
I think this was wrong. I can't cast any non-creatures this turn, so I'm like, I can't go for win, don't bother with Spellseeker. Looking at the board now, I should have just gotten Spellseeker, triggered INALLA, gotten 2 things, either the win for next turn or even like a counterspell with one of them to try to not die. I don't know why in my head I'm like, gotta answer the board. Everyone's got card advantage. I should have a Bowmaster to help them keep them in check. That's not my role. My role isn't to keep people in check with this particular deck. I should be looking for ways to win the game. So looking at it back from here, I think just finding Spellseeker and then just getting either the beginning stages of the win or like part of it and a counterspell. I think I should have done that instead.
Yeah, Orcish Bowmaster is tempting because of all of the card advantage
Yeah,
pieces
but
in
who
play.
cares?
You
Like-
can like really control the board, but I feel like I agree. Like you could, even if you get like Demonic Tutor and Flusterstorm.
Yeah, Flusterstorm,
We all
something.
know that you have Flusterstorm or Swansong, and then we have to play around that,
Yeah.
knowing that we probably don't have a lot of interaction ourselves because we have not been talking a lot this game.
Yeah,
So-
not yet. We're about to.
Just pay 3 life. Go to 20. Go to my end step and pick them up. I'm definitely getting rid of this Drowned Catacomb and this Polluted Delta. This kind of sucks, but this Spell Pierce. What the hell? I will pass my turn.
I will untap and I will lose 2, going down to 32 on my upkeep, and then draw a card. I found a Bloodstained Mire that I can play as my land, and I'm gonna crack it, going down to 31. Oppo check.
Good for now.
I'm gonna cast Tassiger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I guess.
You got 2 Ristics,
Ristic players may draw.
2 Bowmasters.
Let's just send 2 damage at the Polywog for now.
Not the Flood Caller.
I
Okay.
don't think so. There'll be more draws.
So Polywog is 2 damage and a +1/+1 counter.
I could tell you guys that I do have the Otawara for the birthing pod, but then I'm tapped out to you guys. So I would, unless you tell me that you're not going to win, I'm not going to do it.
What if I tell you that I'm not gonna win?
Then I'm interested in not doing it. What do you going to get with it?
I'm trying to get Nezahal. The problem with getting Hoarding
Yeah.
Broodlord is that then I have to cast a bunch of other spells and feed Bowmaster and feed like a bunch of other stuff to try to put a win here. I think I'm just trying to get a little bit more value. I can't even get Hoarding Broodlord, dude. That thing cost 8.
I wouldn't Otawara if you're getting Nezahal.
I'll activate Birthing Pod, sacrificing Ian. So here's Nezahal. And it's fine. We're going to see Lagrella next turn, and I'm going to lose it anyway. So I have another Evolve trigger. I'm just going to pass.
I'll untap. I will take 4 from the ring, and then on my draw step, 1 from the Mana Vault.
Nice.
Going to 21. We'll draw.
Andrew should lose his Mystic Remora here. He doesn't pay for it. He remembers in like a little while, so that just he'll remember. Don't worry.
I will play this tropical island as land for turn. Carpet will target Cam, 3 blue mana. Cast this uncounterable Lagrella.
Ristic?
I will pay. She'll target the Polywog Prodigy
Pollywog over Nezahal?
Pollywog will lose the counters, and I can discard cards to Nezahal to phase them out anyway.
Also, making him discard 3 cards would be great.
I have 3 bad cards in my hand I'm okay discarding, so that's...
Really fucked up thing is, even with all these cards in hand, I'm still so worried about losing to Brandon.
Oh, you're not going for it this turn?
I don't think I can.
Well, I mean, if you want to draw some cards with the One Ring, I'm happy to shoot off something not on your board before you take it from me to slow Brandon down a little bit.
Yeah, let's agree to shoot the Flood Caller.
Okay, it's going to be 5. So yeah, I can send like 3 at Valley and 2 at Tymna or something.
Yeah, I like that idea. This is with LAGRELLA trigger on the stack, I guess.
What are you targeting with the LAGRELLA?
Yeah, I have to target Bowmasters. I'm going to target the Gilded Drake and I guess Nezahal, and then in response, I will tap the ring to draw 5.
You got it. So I'll have 5 Bowmaster damage, and I'll send 3 at Valley Flood Caller and 2 at Tymna.
These Bowmasters will kill my guys.
Cool. I would like to discard 3 cards to Nezahal. They're going to be Mox Diamond, Otawara, and Devoted Druid, so that Nezahal gets exiled until the beginning of the next end step.
And then my Bowmaster goes?
And the Gilded Drake that was on Brandon's board will be under LAGRELLA. This is wild. I still have that blue floating. Tap a green for a Bloom Tender. Play for it. Okay, I'm going to move to discard.
Ooh, on your end step, Nezahal comes back. Still on end step, I'm going to draw 3 cards before Brandon can Bowmaster me. So here's 3 cards.
Good to go to mine?
Yes.
Draw for turn. Play this Misty Rainforest in my land for turn. I will crack it going down to 33. Playing this Savannah.
That Savannah.
I'm going to cast Culling Ritual.
Yuck.
I have a Nezahal trigger I get to draw.
There are so many triggers. I'm going to pay for the Ristic,
I have a Mystic.
but not anything else.
I did not pay for my Mystic, so that should have been sacrificed.
I'm going to sacrifice this for a blue mana and then pass.
I think I will pass.
I will Luster Storm.
Trigger, trigger.
Trigger?
Trigger.
Everyone draw.
I have 2.
I'll pay for them.
Yep, I'm going to tap the Cradle for 1, 2, 3, 4 to put a Talon Gates of Madara onto the battlefield. It will phase out the Bloom Tender.
I could Intuition and pick a counter spell and have one of you guys give it to me if we think this is worth countering.
I think the likelihood of me being able to win off of this is not great, and it's mostly dealing with Andrew's board. I might get value into play, but like if I tried to jam a win here, I'd just lose it, right? Like everyone's hand is full of interaction.
Yeah, I mean, if you tell me you're not going for a win, then yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah, I'm.
But I kind of need that firm, otherwise.
Yeah, no. I'm just thinking for a second. Yeah, I'm not jamming a win.
Okay, then yeah, I'm fine to pass on Culling.
Yeah, I guess I'm fine to pass on Colleen too.
I am too.
I have 2 things that die for me.
I have 2 things that die for me, but I guess I'm floating to blue mana.
This is the Mockingbird, Brandon.
Oh, thank you. This goes to my graveyard now.
The Carpet of Flowers as well.
Carpet of Flowers
And the Mana
goes-
Vault, so it's 4 from me.
4, so it's 11 total. So let's get 6 black, 5 green. Okay, I'd like to remind everyone of the lovely deal that Dylan and I just made, that I am not trying to jam one. And cast a totally legit, totally safe demonic tutor.
Nezahal.
I'll pay for the Ristic.
Get Nezahal.
Yep, fine by me.
Yeah, I can't do anything about that.
Fine, this magic card. I'll cast the Steveborn. I'm gonna pay for the Ristic.
I just remembered this is what I was holding up Talon Gates for.
Seaborn's good.
Seaborn's good.
I'm gonna use the last of my mana to recast Thras.
I have a response to Thrasios.
Thank God.
I'll use my blue mana to Into the Flood Maw the Seedborn Muse.
Ristic.
Trigger, you may both draw.
Yeah, I'll pass on that.
Boy,
All right, I'm gonna move to discard.
I have my blue. I'm going to cast Intuition with this 2 life from an Ancient Tomb. And Andrew, you're our guest. I'm going to target you.
I have a Nezahal trigger, and there's 2 studies.
Seems incredibly rude, but it's fine.
Yeah, draw cards. All right, Andrew, may I have Reanimate, Spellseeker, or Thassa's Oracle?
Cam and Brandon, we give him Spellseeker, correct?
Yeah, I would give him Spellseeker. Because that's the line that's going to make him cast the most amount of spells that will give us the most amount of draws out of this.
Well, wait.
It's the least mana efficient, is what I'm thinking.
I'll show everyone this. I have Mind Break Trap. I need him to cast spells so that I can stop his win. If he just goes 1 spell into 2 spell, I can't stop a Thoracle win.
We forgot who his
Wait.
fucking commander is. Is that Spellseeker finds 2 spells, right?
The Spellseeker would find 2 spells, right?
Yeah, it's never Spellseeker. Holy shit.
I have this too. I have a mental misstep. I guess
Oh
it
my
could
God.
be.
Okay.
Cameron.
Sometimes you have everything.
Sometimes, yeah, you have everything. I'm looking at my hand like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, I think we probably give you Reanimate.
Reanimate's in my hand. Go to my turn. On tap. Don't draw. All right, now I have to figure out how do I play it bound Mind Break Trap and Mental Misstep. Here's 2 life from the Ancient Tomb. 16. I'll remove the final depletion counter from Pete Bog. 7. Hardcast, Scholar of the Ages.
What the fuck?
I have no triggers, but there's 2 heuristic studies.
You can draw a Scholar trigger and an INALLA trigger. Put the Beseech and the Intuition into my hands. Off of the Scholar trigger and then INALLA trigger, I'm not going to do anything with it. I have a 3/3 that can block a little bit, and I have a bunch of cards in my hand now, so I'm going to start sculpting. I will discard to exile Finale of Promise and Ottawara Soaring City.
All right, go to my turn. I'll lose 3 to the One Ring, going down to 26 and draw for turn. Here's a draw 4 on the stack. No one's saying shit, dude. Nobody said shit. I've never fought for anything in my life. I'm fighting for this hat.
I think he had dice in his pocket. Ha 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 ha.
I'm ready to move on with my day. I will pay 4 mana to cast a Beseech the Mirror, sacrificing this birthing pod, I guess?
Ristic.
Draw.
Good on Beseech.
I'll pass.
Fucking A. Yeah, I got nothing for this.
I'll find Hazel's Brewmaster and cast it.
There's Ristics.
Ristics.
Get him.
Oy, how is that possible?
Do you have a Devoter in your yard?
Oh, wow, look at that. Yes, I do. It was a discard to Nezahal earlier.
Oh, that's what it is.
You dirty dog.
Yeah, I don't have anything for this.
Hell yeah.
Cool. Hazel's Enter the Battlefield trigger will happen, and I will exile Devoted Druid to make a food token that has Devoted Druid's activated abilities. I will make a mana, and I will proceed to put up -1/-1 counter on Devoted Druid to untap Devoted Druid, copy of food token. Then I'll make another green mana and present a loop where I make infinite green mana.
Yep.
Got it.
Cool. I'd like to cast Tassiger with a black mana and infinite green, paying for Ristic Studies. I'm going to put an infinite number of Tassiger activations on the stack so that it mills the entirety of my library, and you guys eventually have to give me all of the cards in my library.
Oh, yes.
Chrome Mox, paying for Ristic Studies, exiling Mystical Tutor underneath, and I guess we'll just go blue, and cast Thassa's Oracle.
Pass.
Yeah.
Ristic Study.
Hey.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Just dead?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had Dispel.
Yeah.
Dispel. Hysterically, you had Dispel. Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Dude, what a win. You just managed to find like the perfect window where everyone had a whole bunch of cards, was just funneled on mana. My Dispel never ended up lining up with everything that you did. Like, that was crazy.
It just worked out super well. I was able to also like show that I had a bunch of interaction in my hand, which I think also kind of deflates a lot of my opponents then too. So
I was convinced I wasn't going to be able to win through Mental Misstep and the Mindbreak Trap that I saw. I think looking back, what I should have done is, being at 16 life, I should have just like paid 13 life, went to my end step, and then hoped that I could make something happen. I just saw so many Ristic Studies and 2 counterspells already where I only had Dispel, so I was like, I don't think it's likely that I'll win, but what I should have considered that it's even less likely that my opponents will all pass the turn and not win the game. Like,
I think if you would have done the Spellseeker line originally and gotten like Born Upon the Wind,
Yup.
that would have really helped you
Yes.
want to push a little bit more. So
yeah, I definitely should have done that.
thank you for submitting this list reactive, because it's done super well for me. So if you want to go check it out on the Chill to Win, we got some bonus games over there.
And thanks so much for watching. If you'd like to support us directly, you can do so on Patreon, like our $100 patrons.
Pat Fires, Spengler, Demetrius Clark, Larceny Roars, Your Boy Blue, Sparky B, Insomnia, SC Phillip, Olden Groupie, Gecko21, Caleb Ritchie, Zach Hartley, Reactive, Sean in the Ice, Luke Cook, Joshua Day, Demon of Rosgreaves, Peter Stewart, Cornell Wild, Uncle Butts, Nick Fosgoto 9, Quad J, Hamid, Lauren Connell, Scott Hawk, and Baby G-Bus.
If you want to pick up any of our merch, you can do that at playtowinmtg.com.
Thank you, Dragon Shield, for supporting the show. Use code PlayToWin5 at our affiliate link down below for 5% off.
You can follow us on social media for more content.
Thank you for watching.
See you next time.
Should we talk about our $50 patrons too? Let's do it. Heather Japutra, Ghost Stories, Sarcastic, Mystic Muffin Man, Zachary Coulson, Jabaha, Dalton Poti, Justin, Man Solo, Jan Wildfang, and David Nelson. Thanks, y'all.
Welcome to Play to Win, where we play to win. I'm Dylan.
And I'm Cam. This week we're joined by author Andrew Katz to play some cEDH.
Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah.
Blah, blah, blah.
Blah, 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 blah.
Blah, 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 blah.